when you understand what it means to be a part of a royal lineage, when you understand that, then you embrace your identity as royalhood or as royalty. You embrace your identity as royalty, even though it is distinct and opposite of what is currently considered mainstream and or popular and even criticized. But because you understand that being royalty, being peculiar, being different, being distinct comes with the territory. All right? Is that making sense? And so he says that you giving yourselves, your bodies, you living in accordance to the life that Jesus is Lord over and that Jesus dictates, that's logical. It's logical. It's illogical for those that are unregenerated. It's illogical, doesn't make sense, in other words, to the sinner. But then again, they're not a part of God's royal family. Y'all don't like that. Why are we trying to appease the mind of those that are not a part of the citizenship? They're not a part of the kingdom. They're not a part of the family that we are a part of. So their opinion doesn't matter. How you feel about my personal family doesn't matter to me, because you're not a part of it. Does that make sense? How you feel about the Johnsons, I really could care less about, because you're not a Johnson. Now, I'm not saying that we ought to be nasty to people, and so don't go there. My point is, we are allowing the opinions of the world. We're letting them change who we're supposed to be so that we can fit in, when the reality is they don't even like you. All right, verse 2. In other words, do not let yourselves be conformed to the standards of the Olam Hazi. That means this world. That's Greek, I believe, for this world. He says, do not conform to their standard. Don't conform to their standard, because their standard does not govern your now new way of life. Did y'all catch that? Their standard does not govern your now new way of life. Their standard is the standard for how you used to live, but it's not the standard for how you're now instructed to live. We're going to be able to discern what God considers good, to know what God considers good. We have to maintain proper distance from a system that consistently develops ways to pervert God's standard. If we're going to remain in a position and place where we can rightly discern what's good and right from God's perspective, and not get it twisted and not enter into a gray area whereby we are calling right wrong and wrong right. If you're going to remain clear in your mind, clear in your head, if you're going to remain clear in your spirit as it pertains to what God considers holy and righteous and right and good. You have to maintain proper distance from a world and a system that spends all of its time, invests all of its money and its energy, resources into perverting and distorting Christianity. I'm teaching while I'm teaching. God help me tonight. When I mean distance, I'm talking about participating and being involved. I'm not talking about you being stuck up and you being self-righteous and you saying, I can't interact with you because you're not saved. No, that's self-righteousness. I'm talking about you getting involved in their activity and adopting their ideology and their mindset and allowing yourself to be converted over.